Welcome everyone, I'm Jordan Sharp. We are still in April, but it is never too early to talk a little bit about the NFL, and with the draft coming up, it's time to take a look at some odds potentially for teams to have a perfect NFL season. Now, no sportsbook that I can see has odds out just yet, probably waiting until after the NFL draft to really put in that type of a season-long prop bet. However, for the perfect season, obviously, it's only happened 4 times in NFL history and only once in the 16-game era. So it is very, very difficult for a team to go undefeated throughout an entire season. There are possibly a few candidates that could potentially do it this year, but normally it is a novelty prop bet. That's probably not the best bet that you can make. I think it is most likely something you should lay off when you get the chance, even if you had the chance to bet a team to go undefeated this season. But of course, 2007 Patriots, the last time that they ended up going a 16-0 regular season, and of course the 72 Dolphins, 42 Bears, and the 34 Bears all went undefeated during the regular season. However, there is one team that I think potentially, with their schedule and strength of schedule, could legitimately have a shot at it, and that's the Indianapolis Colts, because they have one of the easier schedules in the entire league. The AFC South is still a pretty soft division outside of them and the Texans. And looking forward to it, the beginning of their schedule is very, very easy. They start off the year at Buffalo against New York, at Tennessee versus Jacksonville, and at Houston. That's not a very rough start to the season when you're the Indianapolis Colts. Plus, even though they do have to play New England and Denver in the first half of their season before their bye week, they get both of those teams at home, which should be a very big advantage for them. After their bye week, though, toughest game they really have is at Pittsburgh in Week 13. Other than that, at Atlanta in Week 11, coming off the bye, shouldn't be too big of a problem for them. And against teams like Tampa Bay and then Jacksonville and Tennessee again in the last half of their season. Legitimately, I think a 16-0 season is possible. I don't know if I would bet on it, though. However, I think we need to see first what Indianapolis' defense and what they kind of look like here to start the year. But it is an interesting prop bet. However, I think the best way to bet it is to avoid it completely. But that'll do it for me this time. Make sure you check out some of my other odds this season for potential season-long prop bets as we go along here after the draft. But until then, I'm Jordan Sharp, and this has been another edition of the Sharp Pick.